It was Christmas break my junior year of college, and I remember going out to dinner with my dad, and I just looked at him and I was like, Dad, I have to do this. And he thought I was crazy. He's like, you just started practicing like 2 years ago. What is possessing you to want to teach? I've only been teaching for, wow, it's been like 6 months, I think. I only have experience in vinyasa, instructing vinyasa and a little bit of yin. And vinyasa yoga is about flow. It's about connection of poses. It's almost rhythmic, like dancing. It really is. Seeing people find what they need on their mat is the most rewarding thing of being a yoga instructor. Seeing their faces when they walk out of one of your classes and look at you and just say thank you, and you can just see that they really are grateful. There's a lot of things that people don't recognize in themselves until they practice yoga. Whether it's healthy things, whether it's things that you need to work through, your own personal demons, whatever it is, I feel like yoga is one of those practices that people don't realize are so foundational for personal growth. So I would recommend it to anyone, no matter where you come from, what you've been through. It's so different for everyone, but at the end of the day, everyone comes on their mat for a similar reason to find connection within themselves and within a community. Every time I step on my mat, it's a different emotion because that's part of being a human being. But I think the biggest thing that I feel when I step onto my mat is you're okay. You're okay, just breathe. Whatever you're feeling, whatever's going on in your head, in your life, you just have to breathe through it. And that's usually my daily mantra in my head. My favorite pose changes based on what my body needs. So there's certain days that I really love pigeon pose because it really opens up your hip flexors, and I hold a lot of emotion and stress in my hips, so it's a really great way if I'm going through a lot in life or in school or whatever in my personal life. It's a great way to release that tension. Another one of my favorite poses that I've always just loved just because it's playful is dancer pose. Just because it's playful and there's so many different ways you can express it with your hands. And yeah, so far those have been poses that stick out to me the most. I love headstand too. Again, I've gotten really playful with it in my practice. So I think it really depends on your mood and where you're at in your life that reflects on your mat. When I first started coming to Yoga State, I didn't realize how much of a home away from home it was going to feel like, but obviously I'm sitting on a couch and I'm hanging out here and I like to be here. It's a place that I know I'm not just coming to practice, but I'm coming to feel like I'm a part of a community. Because at the end of the day, everyone that does yoga really does share that common space of I'm here to work through things on my mat, whatever that is. And I think Yoga State, the proximity to campus, but also the energy that it emanates when you walk in, it's the perfect combination for college students, professors, pretty much anyone in the East Lansing community I've seen come through these doors and really feel a sense of connection in one way or another. I absolutely plan to do this for the rest of my life in some way. Whether it's becoming a career or it's one of those things that you just hold as your daily routine, it would take a lot for someone to rip me off my mat. So I definitely would say that in years to come, I will continue to be teaching and practicing yoga.